Hi, everyone. This is Dave McMahon, Editor-in-Chief of Powersports Business Magazine. Want to welcome you once again to another PSB Video Chat. Today, we're speaking with Chuck Boderman, who's the VP of Motorsports for American Honda, along with John Seidel from the American Honda Communications Department. So we're coming at you again from our basement in Minnesota, and our two Honda guests are out at their remote locations in California. So what we're looking to do today is just get a little bit of insight from you, Chuck, on just how things are going, how the year might have started for Honda, and catch up on how crazy things have been the last couple of weeks for you, as it has for everybody in the industry. So maybe to start out, if you could just share, what was January and February like for American Honda, and then maybe going into even bits and pieces of March, and then looking back on the quarter just to give everybody an update.
Will do. Good to see you, Dave, and setting this up remotely, given all the conditions. I think it's terrific. Boy, 2020 came out of the gates just pegged, wide open. We were seeing terrific retail for our dealer network, both for January and February, seeing really strong double-digit growth. It was completely off the charts when it came to off-road motorcycles, especially the entry-level stuff, which is so encouraging to see the younger riders and the families and what they're doing with their expanded fleets, but also on the side-by-side, seeing good growth in multi-purpose still, the biggest part of the side-by-side business, but also sport. Now that we've gotten in the game there, we're seeing really good reaction and growth there too. So we came out super strong, double-digit growth for all of our dealers. All the different regions posted that level of growth for January and February. And March started off the same way. We started March off very, very, very strong, optimistic, great feedback from our dealers, good floor traffic. And then we shifted gears, or downshifted for a bit with COVID. And since then, we closed out March below last year, and it brought us overall for the quarter still over 10% growth versus the quarter last year. But for the month of March, it really took the wind out of our sails with all the COVID situations. But overall, once we get out of this downshift mode, all those fundamentals were great in January and February, and coming off 2019, which also posted reasonable growth, still very optimistic about how we can recover.
Right. Yeah, it's amazing for us to be sitting here right now after we last ran into each other at Texplex in Texas for the fantastic press intro and ride time on the Talon. So after having gotten some seat time on that thing, I guess it's not real surprising to me that your sport side-by-side growth is doing pretty well. So that's good to hear as always.
Great.
Yep. What are some, you talked a little bit about the Millennial penetration that you guys have been able to hit with success up until COVID-19.
Yep.
What's been some of the drivers or keys to getting some of those some young folks, to buying your guys' products?
Yeah, the great thing throughout, over the recent years, we did a lot with our lineup reconstruction to make sure we had a really broad footprint of selection for our millennial customers with lower displacement, affordable product in the two-wheel category. And that's been building for us every year on year now for over 5 years. And this past year, especially with our mini moto type products, our Monkeys, Cub, Grom, plus all of the off-road entry-level bikes, which we just recently updated with fuel injection, which has been really well received by riders and also families who are updating their garage full of fun, if you will. All of those are making sure we're bringing in that younger rider. So that's where we're seeing the success. Saw it come out very strong in January, February. After all the holiday business was good, it just kept going, which is very, very, very optimistic for us. And we think that it's going to continue again. Right now, even with COVID, right now, there are dealers who are open and there are customers who are buying, and it's resulting in seeing the biggest penetration or best performance, off-road kids, and a lot of side-by-sides too, but a lot of off-road kids bikes right now.
Great. Yeah, just it's actually snowing today here in Minnesota, but when we're able to get outside and go
There you go.
exercise, actually just a couple of days ago, I saw a monkey going down the street and sounding great and looking great, and made me anxious to not have any more of the snow here for hopefully the time.
For sure.
One thing, just in talking to a lot of Honda dealers at various events and over the phone for interviews and stuff, is just they're certainly ingrained in their communities. We're talking about COVID-19 and some of the things that between Honda corporate and the dealers. What are some things that you're seeing from your dealerships that are, helping to lend a hand with their local communities?
Yeah, a lot of just great examples of just how strong our dealer network's connection is in their local community, and just their constitution as a dealer. The spirit and what they do is just really inspiring. We're hearing and seeing and talking to dealers doing stuff in their community with helping out with outreach programs. Sometimes it could be product that they're supplying in order to help with moving different materials around, all taking a very active approach with making sure the social distancing is there. And that's really so important. Many states are allowing motor vehicle dealers to remain open as essential business for transportation, both sales, parts, and service. And there's a responsibility that goes with that, and the dealers are doing a terrific job making sure that the social distancing is there for the safety of their associates and also our customers. So a lot of great examples, and also examples that, we're doing it on a corporate basis, really focusing in on trying to help food bank programs, and also making sure that we're making sure our associates can volunteer out in their communities during this and have the ability to do that, and also recognizing healthcare heroes. So we're sharing all of that with our dealers, making sure that we get their word out on what they're doing in their community too, and just trying to keep an open communication channel. In a situation, always, you never want to be assuming if you don't have to. And in conditions like this, you don't want to be assuming. You need to reach out and really make sure that you vet things out.